Another set of numbers actually before we get to your our experts on your stocks that came out a while back was Symphony. It's been a good quarter actually for them, although the top line is just a little bit shy of expectations at about 162 odd crores, although the profit number has come in at almost 48 crores. Nrupesh Shah, the ED of the company, now joins in on the line. Hi Mr. Shah, congratulations on what looks like a good quarter, although top line has been just a little bit shy of what the street wanted to see. Can you first take us through what the volume growth has been this quarter?
YOY, the volume growth for the quarter and first half has been close to 19%. But in the current year, by and large, we have not taken and there was no need to take a price increase. So on account of that, there may not be a top line growth. But considering the brand and considering the substance of the product, we do have a pricing power which is reflected in substantial higher operating margin and also PAT margin.
All right. Hi, Mr. Shah. Thanks so much for joining. So 19% is what you've come in terms of the top line. So that's telling you there was barely any increase in realization, as you've said. Going ahead, do you believe that you can increase prices? And what about your margins? Do you believe that, in fact, you can hold it steady at around this 37.2%? Because that really is the positive, the margin performance.
Yeah, so operating margin has gone up in excess of 300 BPS and PAT margin has gone up in excess of 200 BPS, which has happened, one, on account of reduction in commodity price, secondly, improvement in operational efficiency, and thirdly, also on account of value engineering. So if current cycle of commodity prices continue like this, we should be in a position to maintain this margin.
What's your market share looking like?
In first two quarters, that is in September quarter and December quarter, our market share would have been easily in excess of 90% because none of the organized players really succeed in selling anything during these two quarters.
All right, Mr. Shah, there was a lot of talk that export sales, they're going to be the next kicker, etc. There are no signs of that as yet. That was supposed to be the next leg up for the company. Any plans on that front?
Of course, our most of the exports take place in northern hemisphere, and hence substantial exports get registered in March quarter and June quarter, and we do expect that in medium to long term export should really grow substantially. Not only that, on account of acquisition of Chinese company, again it's having a good presence internationally, that should also help. But in first 6 months, even though export is almost flattish, and even though in many countries currency has depreciated substantially vis-a-vis dollar, we have succeeded in improving our PBIT percentage on export. Not only that, in absolute amount it has moved in excess of 30%.
What have been your selling and distribution costs this quarter?
Selling and distribution cost in this quarter has been close to 300 lakhs, and in first 6 months it has been close to 700 lakhs. Of course, in March quarter and June quarter, we will have substantial higher selling and distribution costs, during which period as such substantial retail sales takes place.
Okay, one final question, Mr. Shah, before we let you go. What's your targeted volumes going ahead? What's the growth strategy? Could you give us some kind of guidance going ahead?
We don't give quarterly or yearly guidance,
okay.
But as we have conveyed in the past, in medium to long term, we expect CAGR growth of 20-25%, and we maintain that.
All right, Mr. Shah, thanks very much for joining in. And all the very best for the rest of FY16. Let's also quickly hear out the management of Mahindra Life.